Hey guys, it is me, 80 Swords. You guys, we're back for the Europa Conference League match day 5 reaction, guys. We got some big shocking things to look at. So let's start with Group A, guys. Group A, guys, last top of the group, as I predicted, I believe. Maccabi Tel Aviv, AJK, Al-Shkret. It's pretty much done. This group is done and dusted, guys. It's already confirmed which two teams are making it through and which team is getting eliminated, and yeah, basically this group was over, basically. Yeah, I got to give it to Lesto for going undefeated there, Maccabi Tel Aviv for, getting second in this group, and I just think that for me, AGK, disappointing, Alskred, very disappointing, and yeah, the final match days, not even worth discussing. You look at Maccabi Tel Aviv, 5-0 win on the road is just absolutely brilliant, And what's really funny? They've actually scored more goals than Lask, but the games between Lask and them, Lask won on the road, and the last one, what was it? Maccabi Tel Aviv. Lask managed to get a draw there. So, actually, Maccabi Tel Aviv actually almost should have lost that match, but salvaged a point. So, yeah, man, as I said, not really much to look, and not really much dramatic things. I think it was all expected. Group B, Ghent topped the group as I predicted. Ghent, believe, topped the group. They are going to qualify directly. Now, as for that second place spot, it's pretty much a three-way battle for that second place spot. You have Partizan, Flora, and Andres Farmigusta. So, 7-5-5. Now, keep in mind, guys, that Flora do have a head-to-head. The goal difference is actually better for Flora, so they're actually in third place right now. So, keep in mind that if the goal difference could come into play here. So let's look at the remaining matches. You got Partizan versus Anthracis. So this will probably determine that. And then Ghent versus Flora. This is a dead rubber for Ghent. So Flora needs to give it everything. And so this is going to be a big one, guys. Keep an eye upon Group B because I think the second place spot, something dramatic could happen. Something dramatic could happen, and all three of these teams are still alive. So give it up to Ghent, man. Going almost unbeaten. They actually did lose a match, and yeah, they were pretty good. And honestly, I think they probably did deserve to top the group as I predicted. I think I did predict them. Group C, guys, this is really, really interesting. So, Boda/Gilman is actually top of the group with 3 wins and 2 draws. And Roma is second right now. Zorsi, Lasinik, Sofia is eliminated. And it is going to come down to that final match day. Obviously, we know what Boda did to Roma. They won 6-1 at home. And for Roma in particular, they have to travel away to Sofia. Boda have to travel away to Zora. And if Boda drops points here, which they did draw against Sofia, and Boda, they beat Zo, if basically Roma have to hope that Boda drops points. Because if Boda wins and Roma wins, Boda will actually top the group. So it's going to be interesting, guys, because there's going to be a lot of pressure on Boda, obviously. Roma needs to win their match as well. And for Roma in particular, man, I think the games against Boda might actually cost them that top spot in this group. So it's going to be interesting, guys. It's going to be interesting. So could Roma actually make an early exit of the competition? So remember, guys, second place gets a preliminary knockout stage. They will face a third place Europa League team. So it's going to be interesting to see how Roma would do there. And obviously Zora, Sofia are eliminated. Nothing to play for. So yeah. Got to give it up to Bodo and Roma, though. They have been amazing, especially Bodo, man. I got to this is a really nice team here. Really nice team. I really like the players they have. Broenberg, Shopgan, Pellegrino. It's a good team, guys. It's a really good team indeed. Moving on to Group D, guys. Group D is pretty much almost sealed. AZ did top the group, which I think I did predict, by the way. Rangers and Jablonec are fighting for that second place spot, and Cluj is eliminated. Guys. Cluj have been very disappointing ever since the whole Europa League campaign that season when they drew against Sevilla in the round of 16. They have never been the same, and they've been very disappointing downward trajectory for sure. It's going to be interesting because you look at the final match day. I think Rangers versus Jablonec. Actually, no. It's going to be Rangers versus AZ, which is basically a dead rubber for AZ, and Cluj is a dead rubber. So Rangers and Jablonec needs to both win their matches. And if Rangers drop points and Jablonec wins, then it's going to be interesting. So keep an eye upon this group, guys. Very close intention on this one. And it's interesting that Rangers have actually scored more goals than AZ, but their matches against them ultimately did cost them, and they've had too many draws, and they actually conceded the most goals in the group. Is just really interesting there. So Rangers, man, gotta go to them, man, for AZ Alkmaar. Good job indeed. Group G, guys, Feyenoord actually topped the group, which I actually know it is it? Yeah, Feyenoord did top the group, which I believe I did not predict, guys. I actually predicted it would be Union Berlin, and they have been very disappointing, Union Berlin. And although they still have a chance to qualify, guys, it is going to be up against them because right now, guys, they have to play against Slavia Prague, and they basically need to win that match. They have to win that match, basically. If they draw that match, it is done for them. It is done for them. And Slavia did beat them with a reverse fixture, so Matchday FE are eliminated, and so it's going to be really interesting to see how that pans out, guys. And this is basically a dead road. Union Berlin versus Slavia. Actually, wait. Yes. Actually, no. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Feyenoord and Matchday FE is basically dead rubber. Nothing to really play for. And yeah, I'm going to be really interested to see how Slavia Prague versus Union Berlin. Could Union Berlin get revenge, guys? Union Berlin will host this match, so maybe that might give them more of an advantage. We'll have to wait and see, though. And yeah, guys, as I said, very interesting. Very good stuff from Feyenoord, man. Very good stuff. Linsen, Coco, Linsen, Saristri, Jamanukishi. You know, it's a decent team, guys. It's a decent team. And obviously, guys, they've done well. Group F, guys, Copenhagen have basically topped the group. Which I did predict. And for second place, look at this group, guys. That second place battle is very interesting. Slavia and Basri PAOK are tied on the same head-to-head on points, and it's going to come down to goal difference, with Slavia and actually have the better goal difference here. So it's going to come down to the wire, man. So let's look at their final matches for these two teams. So Slavian, they play Copenhagen on the road, Lincoln Red and PAOK play at home. So you'd probably say PAOK have the easier task because they are playing against Lincoln Red Imps that are already eliminated, have nothing to play for. And even though Copenhagen have nothing to play for as well, Copenhagen is still probably a better team. So the odds are probably in PAOK's favor. Now, obviously, guys, I'm not going to give away a prediction. I'll say that for Matchday 6, whenever the time is. But it is, you would probably say that it's going to be interesting. So, you know, identical records indeed is just goal difference could be the difference maker for this one. And so you see right here. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, man. Wait and see what happens. It's going to be really, really interesting. Keep an eye up on this one. I'm really curious to see which team gets that second place spot. And then finally, we move on to Group G, guys. We actually have one more group after this, and then the penultimate group, and that is Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham. This is a team that is a joke. And I'm sorry to all Tottenham Hotspur fans. And I know this is a statement that many of you don't like to hear, and trust me, guys, I do apologize in advance, but I'm being completely honest. What Tottenham Hotspur have done this group has been absolutely ridiculous, okay? Because let's be real, guys, Tottenham Hotspur are fortunate to be in this position right now. Because let's be real, guys, Tottenham Hotspur shouldn't even be in this position, you know? Oh, they made a mistake here, guys. I did notice a Wikipedia mistake, so I want you guys to notice that. But anyways, let me go ahead and get this out of the way. So, fair enough. You pulled off a draw against Rennes on the road. Decent result. Not going to really complain about there. But how do you beat Mora 5-1? Okay. How do you lose to Vitesse on the road? 78th minute goal. Okay. I'll let that slide because, you know, occasionally one-offs can happen. Then you won at home against Vitesse. And remember, guys, they were down to 9 men. And then how do you lose to Mora? This is a team that is currently bottom of the group. You have played your strong. I know you didn't play your strongest team, but still, this is Mora. This is the team that's already eliminated. Nothing to play for. Why in the earth are you dropping points to this team? You guys were woeful in the first half. I even saw a bit of the second half, and you guys were still not that great in the second half. I know even though Kane scored and all that, he brought some momentum back in the game, and I know you guys had some great opportunities there in the second half. All in all, it was just a terrible performance. I know people say Tottenham are down to 10 men and all. Let's be real, guys. This is a team from Slovenia. This is a team that's like mid-table in their own league. And you're telling me this is one of the best teams for the Premier League? I know they're not one of the best. I know they're kind of around mid-table for Premier League. But still, you would fancy your odds in the Tottenham Hotspur. And even with Vitesse managing to pull off a draw after being 2-1 down at home with Laborde scoring a hat-trick, by the way, they still had a chance at top of the group. And now with this defeat, it is basically impossible for Tottenham to top this group. Tottenham cannot. Rennes will top their group. Tottenham now have to basically beat Rennes. And they have to hope that Vitesse do not beat Mora, because it's going to be difficult. Because if Vitesse beats Mora and they drew here, which I think is very possible, then it's doomed for Tottenham. Tottenham Hotspur may not even get second in the group, guys. Tottenham Hotspur could actually get eliminated from the Conference League. And by the way, guys, let me just say this right now, guys. If they get eliminated in the Conference League in the group stage, this is officially a banter club. And I know they've already kind of received a lot of banter for her anyway. But like I said before, guys, Tottenham Hotspur, what they've been doing in the Conference League has been absolutely ridiculous. And to be honest with you guys, let's be real, guys. Let's be real. They're not going to win this competition. They're not going to win. This team is just too. The players are just not good enough. And even if you change these managers, Conte, I know Conte is a great manager and all, but he ain't going to do crap with this team. Like, I'm going to be completely honest right now. And I know I'm being very negative on Tottenham, but I'm being realistic, guys. He will not be able to do much with this team. He might win them maybe an FA Cup. That's the most I could see. But with this team, it's going to be more or less a stagnation, as we saw under Mourinho, and as we saw, basically, sacking Pochettino basically destroyed this club. Sacking Pochettino was basically destroy this club, and yeah. But anyways, enough talk about Tottenham. Let's just move on. Congratulations to Rennes for topping the group, and for Tottenham in particular, they better get the job done. And by the way, the mistake that I was talking about is that it says where there are more Vitesse is on +3 goal difference, Tottenham Hotspur is +1. It's actually supposed to be the other way. Tottenham Hotspur should be +3, Vitesse should be +1. So hopefully that gets fixed soon. Group H, guys. Group H. So this is interesting, guys. Basel, Quarterback, Omania, Card. Omania, Card are done, guys. They're out. As for the top spot, is going to be interesting because now they basically have to determine which team is going to get top. And I believe Basel will actually get the top spot because they've actually scored more goals. But let me check the head-to-head thing because head-to-head takes precedence. So 4-2, Basel versus Carrot. Yeah, Basel will actually take that top spot because of the fact that head-to-head is on their favor. So Basel will get the top spot. So as long as Basel... well, actually, hold up. I was looking against Carrot, sorry. Basel versus Carrot. 0-0 draw. Oh, wow. That's the final match day. Wow, that's interesting. So, basically, the winner of this game basically progresses to the next round directly, and the loser basically gets a preliminary playoffs. And if it ends in a draw, I believe Basel will actually make it through because they have a superior goal scored. So, it's going to be interesting, guys, and obviously this is a dead rubber, so, This is going to be interesting, guys. Obviously, Basel, one of the best players to look out for is Cabral. He's a player that's been linked to Barcelona, so let's see whether he joins or not. I don't think he's going to join. I think he'll stay. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it for my Europa Conference League roundup, guys, for Matchday 5. I want you guys to comment down below what you guys' thoughts on Tottenham Hotspur in particular, what you guys' thoughts on Basel, and any potential dark horses, guys, because I think, guys, I could see, like, Rennes doing well, Copenhagen doing well, Feyenoord is doing the business, Bodo is looking good. I'm really impressed with Bodo. I think Bodo has been one of the most impressive teams in the Conference League, so give it up to them. So that's it for today, guys. Make sure you guys check out me and my other platforms. The list is in the description below. And make sure you guys comment and subscribe, turn your notifications on, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.